All right, welcome back. New year, new you, right? 2023 is upon us, and this year, the goal, hopefully, for you RV salespeople out there is to become a top performing RV salesperson, right? Because if we're at these jobs, if we're doing our thing at our dealerships, we should be a top performer. We should help more customers. We should help our dealership grow. We should make more money for ourselves. And in turn, we're going to be adding a lot more value into our customers' life. So, if your goal this year is to become a top performing salesperson, then the first thing we have to start at, right, is, what is our goals, right? What are we going to do? How are we going to approach the situation so that we can become a top performing salesperson? Because it's not just something that happens overnight. It's not just something that if we decide today that, hey, I'm going to be a top performing salesperson, that is going to happen tomorrow. Because the truth is, the amount of work that we have to put in to become a top performing salesperson is one of someone that needs to be focused, right? If that's what we want, we have to be focused on our goal. We have to be ready to do what it takes to get to that position. And that's a great and it's a great year to start that here in 2023. So, as the year moves forward and as we start to talk to more customers, reach out to customer leads, send some emails, create some videos, shoot some text, whatever we're doing out there to become a top performing salesperson, if we're doing that, then let's focus down and let's say, hey, 2023 is going to be the year for me, right? And what do we got to do to become a top performing salesperson, right? Because, again, it's not just something that we can hop into. It's not something that's just going to come easy. It's not something that every deal or every other salesperson in your dealership is going to roll over and say, hey, Johnny, hey, Sally, hey, Sue, hey, you sell all the RVs, you take all the customers, you be the top performing salesperson here at the dealership, right? No, that's not going to happen. We have competition. We have, in dealership competition. We have outside of our dealership competition. And we have to make sure we're maximizing our efforts so that we can talk to enough customers to become that top performer. A formula I keep saying and I keep bringing up because to me, it's a great formula to get to where you want to go. That formula is talk to more customers, increase our closing percentage, and then decrease our time spent per deal, right? So, what are we doing in our daily dealerships, in our daily sales life, in our daily interaction with customers to talk to more customers, to increase our closing percentage, and to decrease our time spent per deal? Right? What are we doing on a daily basis to address that formula? Because if we take our goals on a daily level instead of on an annual level, then it's much easier to accomplish our goals, right? If we know that, we need or, we want to sell, let's just say 100 RVs in a year, then that means that we have to sell, I guess roughly like 2 RVs a week, right? So if we got to sell 2 RVs a week, then, we can do the math from there. So it's a lot easier if we know, hey, to become a top performing salesperson, I need to sell 200 RVs this year. Well, we just do the math. 200 divided by the amount of days that we're going to work, right? Maybe it's, 300 days a year. We, take 200 divided by 300, and that tells us how many RVs we have to sell a day or a week, right? So if we know that, hey, maybe the weekly number is three RVs, then we need to be doing everything we can every single day that we come into the dealership to get our 1 to 3 RVs every single week. So, what are we doing on a daily, weekly, monthly, hourly basis to move towards our goal? Right? The first part of the formula, talk to more customers. So, what are we doing to talk to more customers? How many connections are we making? How many times are we making a phone call? Are we making a phone call, 3 or 4 times and then never calling back that customer lead? Or are we making phone calls and sending emails and text messages until that customer responds to us and contacts us? Big difference between an RV salesperson that reaches out 3 or 4 times and says, hey, I've left a couple voicemails, I've sent some emails. If the customer wants to buy an RV, they'll give me a call back, right? If that's your demeanor, if that's your, attitude towards the follow-up process, probably not going to be a top performing salesperson, right? So we need to be reaching out to our customers. Again, first part of the formula, talk to more customers. So again, how many customers are we calling? How many are we emailing? How many are we texting? Are we going back on the 20, 50, 100, 200 different leads that we've got from our website or from the internet in the past year or months or weeks or however, many leads you get at your dealership? Are we going back through those leads and giving them a call until we connect with them and run them through the sales process? Are we giving a call to all of the walk-in leads that we got that we were unable to close or we didn't have the right RV for? Are we still following up with them? Are we sending emails to the, group of customers that we have between walk-ins and internet leads and so on and so forth? Right? How many connections are we making in a day? And what I would say is that we need to be doing at least 50 connections every single day while we're in our dealerships so that we can get to the amount of customers we need to become a top performing salesperson. Because again, it's not going to happen overnight. Your competitors are not just going to roll over and let you sell every RV under the sun. And your customers are not just going to roll over and let you sell them every RV under the sun. So, first part of the formula, talk to more customers. So, again, what are we focusing on daily? What are we doing daily that really focuses down on talking to more customers? Yeah, keep in mind, let's shoot for 50 connections a day. Okay, that's going to get you to where you want to go. Second part of the formula, increase our closing percentage. So you're doing that by watching this stream, right? Increasing our closing percentage, getting better at the deal. You can also go buy the book, Sell More, Live More Sales Training. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes and Noble if you want to get better at the deal. Link is in the description. We have sales training here at IMR that you can take advantage of if you want to train for yourself. Go to sellmorelivemore.net. Sign up for that RV sales training program. It's only $9 a month roughly, and it's $100 for the whole program. So it's very inexpensive, and it'll pay itself off the very day that you buy it. The very day that you finish the program, it will pay itself off in the information that you're going to receive. Okay, so the second part of it, increase our closing percentage. So what are we doing on a daily basis to increase our closing percentage? Are we going back on our deals and, reevaluating what we did wrong during the deal so that we could get better? Are we running them through a sales process that is designed for a one-day close from A to Z? Maybe we don't even have a sales process. Maybe every time we talk to a customer, it's whimsical and things change. Right? There's a lot of ways that we can go about it. Are you doing any training on the side? Does your dealership do any training? What are we doing on a daily basis to increase our closing percentage? Right? Training, talking to more customers. One of the best ways to get better at the deal, in my opinion, is to do an RV live role play. So if you want to do a role play, I'll do one with you here live on LinkedIn. Just contact me and we can get that scheduled. But if you don't want to do a role play with me, you should be doing role plays with your other salespeople and your sales managers and your GMs at your dealership so that we can get better at the deal, so that when we get a real customer, we're not learning how to close them or burning the lead because we don't know how to close a deal yet. So we should be doing some sort of training. We should be doing some kind of role plays. We should be reading the book, Sell More, Live More sales training. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes and Noble. We should be going to sellmorelivemore.net and signing up for the RV sales training program for $9.97 a month or $100 for the whole program. That way we can be consistently training and getting better at the deal. Right? Because if we continue to go on in RV sales and we don't get better at the deal, then we're not going to become a top performing salesperson. We're just kind of, going through the motions. We shouldn't be just going through the motions. We should be training. We should be learning. We should be learning from the deals that we're in. We should be learning from the deals that we were unable to close. We should be learning from the deals that we were able to close. We should be doing all of these different things with the goal to add more value to our customer's life. And in turn, we will close more deals. So again, first part of the formula, talk to more customers. Second part of the formula, increase our closing percentage. Third part and final part of the formula, decrease our time spent per customer. I'm going to say that again. Decrease the time spent per customer. You have to understand that in RV sales, customers get in this habit of being in a long buy cycle. Years, months, hopefully days. If you're lucky, it's days. But typically, the RV buy cycle for a normal customer is going to be years. They're going to be looking at RVs for some time to come before they're mentally ready to pull the trigger and buy the RV. Okay, so the problem here, if we don't decrease our time spent per deal, is that yes, we might be good at the deal, and yes, we might be good at closing customers, but if we're spending too much time in a deal with a customer, then what that means is that the amount of time I have in my year, I won't have as much time left over to deal with the amount of customers I need to become a top performing salesperson. So it's very important that we just don't spend, months and months and months closing deals. Sometimes it's going to take us months to close a deal or years to close a deal. Sometimes it's going to take a lot of follow-up to close a deal, and it's not going to happen on day one. But our goal should be every single time we're with a customer to close them on the very first day. We're not trying to get you into a 5-month buying cycle. We don't want you to be in a 1-year buying cycle, 5-year, 10-year buying cycle. We want you to be in a buying cycle, a 1 day. You're buying today. That's how we become a top performer. That's how we add value to our customer's life. Because remember, we don't add value to our customer's life till we close the sale, till we close the deal, until that customer has an RV that they can camp, that they can travel, that they can kayak, fish, do bucket list items, do whatever they're trying to accomplish with their self, their friends, their family, their significant other, until they actually have that RV, you have not added value into your customer's life. I don't care how much information you provided them. I don't care how much time you spent with them. You did not add value into their life because you did not close the deal. So if we're spending all this time with customers and not closing the deal, then we're not spending time with customers, or we're not on the phones making follow-up phone calls to potential customers and clients. We're not doing outreach or trying to get to those potential customers or clients. We're wasting our time walking around the lot, showing customers RVs, or just, kind of wasting our time not getting anything done. So if you want to be a top performing salesperson, again, increase the amount of customers we talk to, increase our closing percentage, and then decrease our time spent per deal so that we have enough time to speak to the amount of customers we need to over a year's period so that we can close the amount of sales we need to become a top performing salesperson. Very important. And when you take this on a daily level and you say, hey, listen, I need to be closing, one deal a day, or, 5 deals a week, or 2 deals a week, whatever our number is, when we backtrack the math. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my 50 connections a day. I'm going to close my, one RV, two RVs, four RVs a week, right? And then I'm just going to keep on rocking and rolling. And when you look on it on a daily basis instead of an annual basis, it makes it a lot easier to take hold of the plan, and it's a lot easier to implement, right? It's not that hard to sell 2 RVs a week or 3 RVs a week. It's not that hard to make 50 connections a day, but it might be hard to make, 50,000 connections in a year, right? That sounds like a daunting task. But if you break it down into daily tasks, it makes it a lot easier. And becoming a top performing salesperson, remember this formula: increase the amount of customers we talk to, increase our closing percentage, and decrease our time spent per deal. Here at IMR, our agency, we help RV dealerships and businesses get more customer leads, or we help you with your sales training at your dealership or business. So if your dealership or business needs more customer leads for your sales team to talk to, then give me a call directly. 330-703-3930. Again, 330-703-3930. Let our agency help your dealership, help your business get in front of more customers. That way your sales team can be talking to more customers, closing more deals, and adding more value to our potential clients' lives who are out there. And when we can do that, we can close a lot of deals. So if you're an RV dealership, if you're a business that needs more customer leads, or if you need sales training for your sales team, give me a call directly. I'd love to help. 330-703-3930. Again, 330-703-3930. If you're an RV salesperson that wants to start your daily training, that way we can get better at the deal and close more sales, go to sellmorelivemore.net. The link is in the description as well, and you can sign up for that RV sales training program. Only $9 a month, or roughly $100 for the whole program. Go sign up for that at sellmorelivemore.net. Again, link is in the description. Or go grab the book, Sell More, Live More Sales Training. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes and Noble. And this book will walk you A to Z through the sales training process, or rather through the sales process. That way you can start to close more deals. So, if we're out there at our dealerships this week, let's think about how we are going to do our daily tasks so that we can meet and exceed our goals annually. Make 50 connections, make 50 phone calls, call your customers until they answer. Don't get rid of your leads, right? Do not say, hey, I'm not going to call this lead anymore because I've left them 3 voicemails and they haven't answered. If they want an RV, they'll call me back. Don't be that salesperson. Call that person 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 10 times. On the 10th, 11th, 15th time, they will answer, and they will be excited about going through the RV sales process with you. You just have to make the dials. You have to make the connections. You have to make the effort so that you can become a top performing salesperson. So while we're out there, let's stay busy. Let's meet, and exceed our goals. That way we can be adding value to a lot of customers' lives. Again, if you're a dealership or business that needs more customer leads or sales training, give me a call directly, 330-703-3930. I'd love to help your dealership or business grow. We're going to be talking about RV sales process and the sales process in general all year long. So if you haven't connected with me on LinkedIn yet, hop over to LinkedIn, send me that connection request. I will surely accept it. That way you can be connected with me on LinkedIn. If you haven't liked us on Facebook yet or subscribed to our YouTube channel, hop over to Facebook, hop over to YouTube, type in Infinite Media Resources, and give us a like and a subscription on our Facebook and YouTube channel. That way you can be here for all the different sales and marketing videos that we put out throughout the year. So again, we'll be talking about RV sales process all year long. So please join me as we keep the year going. I'll see you on the next one.